Hello world, Sky here, and well, decided to dig in the old shoebox and pull out some stuff I used to do back in the day. This is a rough idea of a wall that I had sketched out, and so some different ideas that I was going for in this, and this is just based on just like what I had seen in various fortifications and what I was thinking that you could do, what could be employed in wall construction. So I guess a good place to start would be from the basement up. Now, part of what I was thinking initially was that um, from the ground up, it wouldn't hurt to have basically compartments created within the wall. The wall itself would be fairly huge. It'd be a substantial building project, and the idea being that it also serves as a means of storage and of housing soldiers. Now, where the wall defense really comes in is, so say at ground level, the thick walls facing outwards, and I'll explain the arch later on. But you'd have the moat in front, and then on the inside of whatever it is this wall is protecting, you would have fake doors. So you'd have a door built into the wall, but it's bricked off behind, so that any attacker not aware would see a door and assume, okay, I can enter in through there, try to bust it down, and wouldn't be able to. So that's just one thing. But then you have a corridor right behind this support wall, and various doors that could be sealed to help limit who can get in and out. Um, and then on top of that, I had the idea that, and this is based off of a Raymond Feist book, um, have uh, through the moat, have a tunnel dug that goes down and then comes back up at the level, or at the water level, and through that, and you seal the door through it as well, or you have a door that's sealed. But through that, anybody from the outside, if they knew about where that tunnel was, they could swim through. And that's just to psych out the enemy, really, to make the enemy swim in there and try to fool around with it. And then you just lock this door, or you put a grate over it, and the enemy drowns if they try to swim in afterwards. So back to the basement. Really, ideally, a lot of support infrastructure for all the massive weight above, and really just meant for storage. So, and that's why these will be double doors instead of single doors up here, and that's so you can move things around and for storage. So these little rectangles represent stairwells going up and down, and let's see, floor 2. Let's see. I guess I forget what I was going to do with this back area, but same thing, just more storage. One of the things I did go for is these arches. They start sloping inwards, and that is also a defensive mechanism, because basically wherever there's a corner or a right angle, the enemy has a sort of protection in that corner. So the curves was to prevent there being any hidden area that the enemy could sneak in. My problem, though, with this design now that I think about it, is that there should be space between these two curves, so this area would be flat, and that way you could have a guard standing here, and you could look down and see anybody hiding in the corner here. So that's floor 2. Floor 3. This different color means that this is a half wall. This would be a full wall, and this is a thick stone wall. This is a more hollower support wall, and a half wall here. The idea being that this is part of the top of the wall. There's more ramparts that go further up, but ideally, you can have archers, defenders along here, especially guys with poles to repel men with ladders trying to come in. And you have a half wall or so crenels and merlins to either side that people can look through. And this is just for defending the inside of the wall. And then, so that's first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. So this would just be a very tall rampart, stairs going down, and merlins and crenels, so you can look both within and without. And here is ideally where you would have your archers as well as like siege artillery, so catapults and the like to pelt against the enemy. And that's my idea for a wall. Oh, God, when did I come up with this? Like 93, 94?